Hi everyone. Sorry I can't be part of the meeting today. Unfortunately I've got a funeral to attend. Tamara's asked me to just quickly run through the new relationship and sex education curriculum and the key concept and building blocks. I'm going to be super speedy because I know that time is very precious. So at the top obviously it says relationship and sex education. This is now going from year 1 to year 6 all the way through and building on the key concepts as we go through each year. It's now statutory to be taught from year 1 to year 6, starting in this September. So I've been working with Tamara to make sure the policy reflects that and that some of these key concepts and building blocks can be started in year 1 and built on as they go into year 6 for each year group. So as you can see at the top, we've got 5 different areas that we'll be looking at. They are the key concepts, and then underneath will be the building blocks. Apologies, the text has not been rotated. The document that you will get, you will definitely have the text rotated. It's just the way it's saved on the OneDrive. So apologies for that. So for healthy relationships, we have what is unkind and unkind behaviour, positive relationships, respectful relationships, and safe relationships. So it is about boundaries, and that builds on obviously from year 1 about private parts and how to interact and personal space, and obviously into year 6, which is things like sexual exploitation and understanding and what that might look like in their environment. Second thing is valuing differences, belonging, families and people. Gender stereotypes and LGBTQM communities. Obviously some of these concepts, they won't be starting necessarily in year 1, but there's different ways of approaching it. For those of you that have been here a while, like me, you'll know that there was a book that we did a couple of years ago called Tango Makes Two, and it's about 2 male penguins who adopt a baby penguin and they raise it as their own. So it's things like that. It won't be necessarily the terminology that they will need to know when they're younger, but they will need to understand the concept of those those differences and diversities. Third thing is puberty and reproduction. Again, this doesn't really start until year 4, 5 and 6, and obviously that goes into more detail, and I know that those teams are well aware of what parts they need to be taught. Growing and changing obviously does link to puberty and reproduction and caring for ourselves. So myself and my body, personal hygiene, physical changes and emotional changes. So they are obviously key concepts from even things like obviously the current climate of washing our hands, keeping clean, brushing your teeth, but also obviously into more physical care and emotional care and well-being, and that's obviously where that mental health comes in as well. And finally, the last one is keeping safe. So it's safe parts of the body, where you need to go if you need if you're worried at all, risk assessments in the wider world, and relationships and social media. And I felt that was a massive thing because I know that even as an adult, social media can be a minefield. So for 10, 11-year-old children, it also can be a big thing. And actually a lot of our children, even in reception, know what Facebook is and the concept of that. So I thought it was really important to put that in there. Obviously you'll get more information and more understanding when you see the building blocks and how they build in each year group, but I just thought I'd run through those. Obviously any questions, Tamara's there. Obviously I'm here to the end of term, so if there's anything you're struggling with or anything that might be a bit like, why is that in here, just give us a shout and we can try and answer your questions. But hope that's okay, and take care.